I'm Hannah Ruben, and welcome to Ruben Digital's YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be answering some questions about working remotely and how to stay productive. Let's get started. Alright, so the first question was, does it matter what room you work in at home? I would say yes. I always work in our designated home office room, which is basically just a bunch of desks and computers and laptops, just so that it's quiet. I recommend finding a place without distractions, somewhere where you know that there won't be people talking, that you won't hear things going on from outside either, that you can shut a window if you need to, and just somewhere where you can get your work done without people running around disturbing you. So where you work definitely matters. And also, don't take your work into the bedroom. I never work in my room, because then that kind of sets a boundary that it's a separate space, and that my room is for my personal life and sleeping, and then the home office is strictly for work. So I try to keep those two separate, so I never work in bed. Okay, question number 2. Do you have advice for setting work hours? Oh yeah, this is a big struggle for me. Working remotely, we don't have set 9 to 5 business hours like other businesses. So typically, I usually start sometime between 9 and 10 a.m. and that's just personal preference. And then lately I've actually had a goal to end my workday at 8 p.m. the latest. Because sometimes throughout the day I'll take breaks. Let's say if I want to work until 4:30 and then do some yoga, and then let's say I come back home and get some more tasks done. And what I've been finding is that sometimes I work so much that I put it ahead of my personal life and just my self-care. So I definitely recommend setting a daily goal of the time that you want to be finished for the day, and then also holding yourself accountable by asking someone, either a friend or family member, hey, if you see me working at this time, please remind me that I want it to be done. Or you can even set a reminder on your phone for an alarm to go off that says, all right, stop working now. Okay, so the next question is, how often do you take breaks? It's really easy to get sucked into work and be on my computer for several hours at a time, and that is not healthy. So I really try to take a break, like at least every maybe hour and a half kind of mark. Sometimes our office manager Michelle will come in and say, hey, have you taken a break lately? Because sometimes I just get so focused and sucked into the work that I'm doing that it's kind of hard to remember to take a break. And I love what I do, so it's hard to step away from it, but it's not healthy to sit at your desk all day staring at a computer screen. So definitely every hour and a half or so, get up, take a walk, either walk around your house, go downstairs to get a snack. Sometimes I take a break for some food, for brain power, and then other times I'll actually take a break outside and take a walk around the block, and it just gives me some fresh air and just a break from the computer screen, and I love being outside. So definitely give yourself some brain breaks here and there, and give your eyes a break too if you're on the computer. Alright, so let's see, what is next? What are your thoughts on working at a cafe? Okay, and that really depends for me on what work I have going for the day. If I know I'm going to be having a lot of projects and tasks to work on that require a lot of focus and attention, then I probably wouldn't go work in a public place, because when you're working at, let's say, like a Starbucks, there's a lot of distractions. There's people walking in and out, there's people on the phone, and then if you have a phone call with a client that day, then they might be wondering, what's all that background noise? So it's really important to kind of think ahead of time on what you have going for the day, and then plan your work location according to that. Because sometimes working at a cafe is nice to kind of get a change of environment and not be home like you are every day, and that's fine. I guess it just depends on how well you can concentrate and if you need it to be quiet. So those were the questions that were submitted, and please, if you have any other questions about working remotely, how to be productive, anything like that, please leave your questions in the comments below, or share your tips with us too if there's something that I didn't touch on. But yeah, thank you for watching, and please like our video and subscribe to our channel, and we will see you next time. Thank you.